Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 22 of the Make It Rain podcast. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling episode 22. All right, I'm done with the Taylor Swift references. Ran 3 games. We got all time to cover it. Let's go. Welcome back to episode 22 of the Make It Rain podcast. As always, that is Anthony Collazo from the Hockey News. I am Joe O'Regan. Rain had 4 games in the calendar week. We're covering 3 of them this week. If you watched episode 21, you would know why. Anthony, how are we?
Joe, everybody watching the pod. I'm good, man. Dealt with a little bit of a cold this week because for some reason my body doesn't like to fight off anything that comes my way. And so I just take it and I move on with my life.
Right off the chin, huh?
Right off the chin. I just roll with the punches.
Yep, absolutely agree. I'm the same way. Let's get into all things NHL and Los Angeles Kings and Ontario Reign and Greenville Swamp Rabbits and Manchester Monarchs. Okay, first of all, NHL, 4 Nations wrapped up.
Connor McJesus.
Death, Taxes, and Jordan Binnington winning championships in Boston.
I tweeted out.
That's not even a championship. It's a tournament, but like still.
I tweeted out because I work for the Hockey News under the Hockey News Los Angeles Kings, but I'm a Ranger fan. And obviously the past 3 years for the Kings has not been the greatest in the playoffs, especially when it comes to facing the Edmonton Oilers and specifically Connor McDavid. So when McDavid scored the overtime winner for Canada, I tweeted out, "Oh, Kings fans, now I know how you guys feel. Like, it sucks, man."
Over and over and over again.
I can only imagine what it feels like to be a Kings USA fan during that game.
Oh, that was brutal. That would have been brutal. I mean, if you're a USA fan, period, that was brutal. I mean, as a whole. Big shout out to Austin Matthews thinking, I got to go cover Mitch Marner and forgetting that the greatest player of our generation is right behind him, point blank in the slot. Gather, snapshot, game over. Canada wins. Done deal. All right, now on to the Ontario Reign stuff. So, flashback to last episode when I've said that the Reign have been ridiculously healthy this year.
Mm-hmm. And he knocked on wood. Yeah,
and I knocked on wood. Well, God, my words. I am the king of eating my own words. I swear to God.
Yeah.
So Angus Booth tweaked something during warmups. He's down. Caleb Jones hurt. Eric Portillo, stopped skating apparently with an injury of some sort.
Eric Portillo played really good against the Calgary Wranglers last Monday.
Yes. Or Saturday. It's one or the other.
2-goal performance. Played well.
Yep, Monday.
And the next thing you know, as we're about to get into, Dryden McKay and Drew Krebs from the Greenville Swamp Rabbits come up and kind of caught everyone off guard.
Yeah, that's for certain. Like, I thought it was like the ECHL All-Star break, and they're like, ooh, let's give these guys a little shot and we'll taste the HL. Okay, and Krebs, McKay. McKay's now the backup with Portillo hurt. Krebs in for Angus Booth. And now Cole Krieger's hurt as well. I don't even have it in the notes. Cole Krieger's also hurt.
Caleb Jones. Did you say Jones?
I did say Caleb Jones. And good news. I don't know if we're allowed to report this or not.
No, we are.
Okay.
On. We're journalists, dude.
Thank God. Samuel Fagemo will return Friday against the Colorado Eagles. So that is one of the bright sides to an injury-filled week for the Ontario Reign.
What's funny about you saying that, too, is that when Kyle Garcia asked Fagemo about his injury, he was like, do you think Schaffer's going to be mad that, I asked him? And I'm like, bro, you're a journalist. We have media passes all year long. You can ask what you want, dude. It's like, that's the whole point of the pass. You are not working for the Reign. You are working for your publication.
Yep.
So, same with, we are journalists. When we hear something, we report it. We don't need permission from PR guys or anything.
Yeah, I was about to say something. I'm not going to say it, though. Anyways, that covers about everything we need to know Ontario Reign related. With that being said, Reign had 4 games this week. Obviously, the game against Calgary on Monday that they took in overtime. Why did I almost say a shootout? I don't know. Hint, hint, Sunday. But Wednesday against San Jose, Saturday at home versus San Jose, Sunday at home versus Calgary. 3 very important games for the Reign. Some wins could really shake up the standings, and they sure did shake up the standings. And let's get into it, as this episode of the Make It Rain podcast is presented to you by Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready? Gowdy Law is here to help specialize in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money in time to probate when you pass away, just like on the ice. Preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future of get estate planning pricing and a free consultation right on their website. It's literally that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law, make estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. As always, the link is in the description. Great joke. Anyways, let's hop into game 1 as the Ontario Reign head up to the Bay Area to take on the San Jose Barracuda, looking to fish 2 points out of the San Francisco Bay. And wait, why is everything chrome?
Future!
Martin Chromiak, Milton the Stout, gets the Reign going on the power play. The 1T special, it's 1-0. 5 minutes later, one bad turnover by Askarov, a kick off the skate, and we're jamming. I want a Yamson with you. Artur Yamson scores. Wide open, tees it up in the slot. It's 2-0 Ontario Reign. And no, I'm not Bob Marley. And a few minutes later, EA Sports. It's in the game. Tyler Madden on the power play. The Reign go up 3-0 in the first period, and that would chase Yaroslav Askarov from the crease. In the middle frame, we are jamming again as Artur Yamson puts home a rebound. It's his second of the game. The Ontario Reign are on the power play, 3 for 4 in the opening 25-30 minutes, and it's 4-0. Okay, now the Barracuda are going to start playing. Andrew Podorowski, AHL points leader, by the way, gets one on the power play. His 20th of the year. It's 4-1. But guess what? Wardo strikes. 5-1 Reign. But guess what? We're not done yet. Jeff scores a lot of goals. It's a tip-in goal. And the Reign are up 6-1. Surely the Reign can't blow a 5-goal lead. Right? Oh, well, they sure attempted to. Daniel Gushin, 6-2. Tristan Robbins on the power play, 6-3. And Lucas Cagnoni to make it 6-4. What is going on? Stop! Okay. They don't score anymore. Game over. Reign wins, 6-4. Phew. Goodness.
Almost used the whole song there.
Yeah, that was close. Doesn't matter.
Crazy.
Ontario Reign, midweek business trip, as of course is tradition. They take care of business in San Jose and take it by the final of 6-4. Let's hop into the goals for the Ontario Reign. First goal, Martin Chromiak, 1T. Askarov just stood at his glove like how did I miss that? And then second goal, Askarov goes to play this puck. This puck hits someone, 42 on San Jose. I'm not going to even try to figure out names. And Artur Yamson says, thank you very much. It's like taking chocolate from a little kid. 2-0 Ontario Reign. Tyler Madden on the power play, staying the lead. Hudon. Oh, wait, nope. That's the wrong goal. Tyler Madden on the power play, 3-0. Now let's get into that goal. Second period, Hudon on the power play. Big rebound. Artur Yamson, short side scores. This is with Carriere in the net. Askarov was chased after Madden's goal. 11 minutes for Askarov. That was a quick hook. San Jose gets on the board on the power play. Andrew Podorowski in front. Plays a little waiting game. Goes backhand top cheese for the boys. It's 4-1. Reign extend their lead. Samuel Hellenius throws one in front. And Shaq Hyman, Taylor Ward scores. It's 5-1. Carriere, what are we doing here? Back up. Yeah. Nope, back. Yep, back. More. Yeah. Buddy just sat there. Hudon to the point. Row. Big shot. And Jeff Malott tips it home. It's 6-1 Reign. And now San Jose feels like trying. Daniil Gushin tap-in goal. Like right over the blocker of Phoenix Copley. It's 6-2. In front, Tristan Robbins on the power play. It's 6-3. And backhand for Luca Cagnoni. I said Lucas in the breakdown, by the way. Luca Cagnoni, he was very well guarded by, I believe it was Jack Millar. And he just shovels one backhand past Phoenix Copley, 6-4. Nothing else happened. The Ontario Reign win. However, we're going to say this now. And we kind of need to stress this like every 5 or 6 episodes. The Ontario Reign need to play a full 60-minute effort. When you don't play a full 60-minute effort, that happens.
Yep.
Taking games from 6-1 to 6-4 like that in an instant.
Quick shout out to the San Jose Barracuda YouTube. I mean, the highlights are the goals, and they're just rapid fire goals. So that's nice.
Boom, 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 boom. Game over.
Reign were 3 for 4 on the power play through 25 to 30 minutes into this game. And that's something that we have not really seen from the Ontario Reign this year, really from beginning to now.
Big shout out to Chris Height and the coaching staff. We'll get into Chris Height a little bit more on Sunday as he was part of that Monarchs team in the 10-year anniversary. I mean, power play's working.
Power play's working.
Even with no Samuel Fagemo, the power play is clicking.
Yeah.
You love to see it. And you're doing it against a very prolific AHL goaltender and a top prospect in Yaroslav Askarov.
I also love the fact that on the power play they have Martin Chromiak playing in the place for Samuel Fagemo.
It's about the second best option for that right-handed shot.
Yeah, listen, you need someone who can enter the zone with ease on the power play 1 unit, and I think Chromiak is that guy. Godin wins too many faceoffs for him to not be on the power play 1. And when Fagemo comes back, which he should be back next game on Friday at Colorado, it's going to be interesting to see because the power play, I mean, that jumped them. I believe Kyle Garcia from Hockey Royalty said that they jumped from like 18th to 13th.
Probably in that game alone.
In that game alone.
Yeah.
So, power play is clicking. I don't know if you should change it. You're obviously going to have to change it when Fagemo comes back. You have to. But, man, I like Chromiak, and Chromiak has elevated his game as well, being on the power play 1. And I don't know. I like Chromiak on the power play.
Yeah. 100% agree. Power play 1 unit getting their work done. Martin Chromiak just taking the Samuel Fagemo role. Like, there's no other way to put it. And then you have multiple skaters. You have Pinelli. You've got Jack Stunica in the power play 2 unit that are very well more than capable of skating the puck in and making
100%.
it happen.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be able to wreak havoc against teams on the power play, and it all starts with entering the zone, and Martin Chromiak and Jack Stunica are the 2 best guys on the Ontario Reign for that. And when you're putting Martin Chromiak on the power play 1 unit, you slide him in that Samuel Fagemo spot, so you're gaining 2 things. You're gaining that right-handed shot, which, I mean, that's a neutral. Just break neutral on that because Fagemo's got the shot as well. But Fagemo is not as good of a skater as Martin Chromiak is, and I will make that argument any day of the week.
And let's just say it how it is. Sturm believing in Chromiak to replace Samuel Fagemo on the power play. You don't think that boosts Chromiak's confidence?
Oh, absolutely it does.
100%. So just overall, very smart move from Sturm to put Chromiak on the power play 1. And Chromiak has looked like a completely different player, even on 5-on-5, ever since Sturm moved him up. Almost like a promotion.
Yeah. You're one of my best workers. Ah! Okay. Rain train's rolling. Yep. Thank you. Hold your applause.
Tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways, Ontario Reign made it happen. And with that being said, Rain Train is rolling back to Ontario Saturday to rematch with the San Jose Barracuda, and it's brought to you by Anthony Collazo.
It's a rematch from Wednesday night as the Barracudas come to Ontario to get their revenge. Nothing going in the first period, although the Reign had the better of the chances. Into the second, Thomas Bordelot scores a border goal, potting his 11th of the year to put the Barracudas up 1. But the Barracuda were hungry because in the third they would score 2 more coming from Ethan Cardwell and Mitchell Russell. At the end of the game, the Chrome Zone would score to cut the lead of 42, Chris Paul reference. But that was that. The Barracuda bite back and defeat the Reign 3-1.
Short and sweet recap. I love to see it, like straight up. So, pregame. Angus Booth is out for the skate. Comes off early from the pregame skate, and we soon learn that Angus Booth is not in the lineup.
Yes.
Drew Krebs Greenville Swamp Rabbits' very own. He draws in. We made the comment about a couple of Swamp Rabbit players that could be on their way back to Ontario. We brought up Caleb Lawrence, Tate Singleton, all guys we've seen with the Ontario Reign. Two of the guys we did not state were the two guys that got called up. So Drew Krebs and Dryden McKay. Both of them are with Ontario now. They're both on the roster, and Drew Krebs has 2 games. Dryden McKay eventually is going to start a game. Probably going to be in Colorado. That'd be my guess.
I don't know. I don't think they want McKay in the game because if they did, then he would have played one of the 2 games this weekend. I would expect Portillo to be back next weekend, but we don't know. We'll see. I mean,
We'll see.
If not, then yeah, McKay should get a start.
I mean, if he's
Colorado.
not skating, I don't like his chances. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's true. Drew Krebs, you mentioned Tate Singleton and Caleb Lawrence. Those are 2 guys who rocked the 4th line when they were in Ontario. But we got some defensemen. New faces up. I would have thought Parker Burge would get the first call. But Drew Krebs, in his first professional season here in America, ECHL, has had a decent season in Greenville, comes to Ontario. And listen, he didn't put up any points or anything, but he played good. He's not noticeable out there, which is good for a defenseman if you're not trying to put up points. And I thought he looked really good out there in his first 2 games in Ontario.
For a second, I'm going back to Drew Krebs here. For a second, I'm like, Krebs, you know what? I recognize that last name. Yeah, I do. Peyton Krebs of the Buffalo Sabres or the Rochester Americans, he's been around. I'm pretty sure he's with them now. If Peyton Krebs is with Vegas, I am sorry. But that's besides the point. No, he's not with Vegas. He got drafted by Vegas and got traded for Jack Eichel. Never mind. Pretend I never said that. Peyton Krebs and Drew Krebs are brothers.
Yes.
Believe it or not. So
Yeah.
you learn something new every day. That's for certain. Let's get into the goals this game. Nothing really happened in the first period. The Reign got the better of the shots, outshooting them 12-7. Shot totals even 24-24 throughout the whole game, which that's something.
Rare.
Yeah, it is a rarity. A lot of penalty minutes here. Reign score on the power play late, but anyways, that's besides the point. Hopping in to the first goal with about 15 minutes or so remaining in the second period, it's Thomas Bordelot. Cross crease, great pass by Ethan Cardwell. Taking this backhand shovel. Copley had almost no chance on this. It's 1-0 San Jose.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful feed.
100% agree. In the third period, Ethan Cardwell again.
He just kind of backhands it on net. It goes off of Jack Millar's skate and bounces right back to him. Left circle moves in. Wrister.
Served it up on a tee for him.
Yeah.
And then third goal. God. Atu Yamson, dude. Like, come on, man. So Atu Yamson looks to get a puck to the middle here. Pulls a Mitch Marner Canada-US championship pass. Except he's not passing to Connor McDavid. He passes this straight to Rem Pitlick. It's like the Adam Sandler football moment. Like, where are you? Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gives it straight to him. And Mitchell Russell takes the pass from Pitlick and point blank scores. And then with 20 seconds left, Walsh feeds Chromiak 1T. Yay! The Reign aren't going to get shut out. Lose 3-1. Final. Done deal.
That's Chromiak's second goal this year where it was just a garbage time, like nothing goal. Mm-hmm. That's because the Reign haven't had many games where
Chromiak in garbage time
goals.
is equal to Alex Ovechkin.
Man, we were just complimenting Chromiak too, and now we're...
That is a compliment.
Well, yeah, Ovechkin. Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right. I guess.
By the way, Ovechkin is going to pass Gretzky this year. It's going to happen. He's at 882 at the time we're recording this.
No chance.
He needs 13 goals, and they have a little bit over a month to play. I can absolutely see this happening.
We talked about Drew Krebs a little bit, how he was slotted in for Angus Booth. This was Angus Booth's first game of the season where he did not play.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive run from the rookie, who I don't think anyone thought would
be a consistent starter.
Not even just a consistent starter, but he has been a huge piece on that blue
absolutely
line.
agree.
He's been exceeding expectations.
Yes.
Him and Jack Millar. So to see Booth out, big blow. But we get to see some new faces on the Reign, which we haven't really seen all year. So that was nice.
Yeah.
The best chances for the Reign, other than the Chromiak goal, came on an early power play, early in the first period, about 3 minutes in. Power play 2 unit looked better than the power play 1. And it was like that a lot as well in game 1 against San Jose, in San Jose. And other than that, man, I mean, it was a big crowd. You almost don't recognize it anymore because the Reign have really... it's kind of crazy how, I said it before, how a deep playoff run can really set you up for years to come.
Absolutely agree.
Fans are filing in. I remember last week on, I believe it was like last Wednesday or Tuesday or something like that. And last year, a crowd on a Tuesday, Wednesday night, empty. You could hear all the players. You hear the puck bouncing off the boards. Decent 40%, 50% crowd on a random like Wednesday night. I was like, yo, this is kind of cool.
And I mean, this is also something like I'm gonna give full props here to the Reign media / ticket management team.
Marketing,
yeah. I would have said everything except marketing there. Hilariously enough. You're doing a heck of a job. I don't know if it's because you're getting more funding for it. I don't know what it is, but like
new people.
You're setting the bar. You're setting the bar high, and it's very nice to see.
Yeah, back to what I was going to say. We got a little off topic. Big crowd at this San Jose Reign game, and Stern felt really bad that they weren't really able to get anything going up until 20 seconds left in the game when Chromiak scored. Loud, they were into it. More diehard fans than ever at Toyota Arena for the Reign.
Certainly agree.
And it's been nice to see, man. So
yeah,
to see a disappointed crowd, tough luck. If they went to the other San Jose and Reign game, I believe the last one in December, that wasn't the last one. They played the Barracuda at home before that.
Yeah.
It was the alternate nights, the Ontario Reign, like RAIN. And it was like 5-4.
In a shootout.
Yeah. That was a great game.
Yep.
This one, not so much.
Wardo roofing it one. Yeah. Yeah, this game wasn't very good. There's not much to say about this one.
Yeah.
Reign outshot the Barracuda 7-0 through the first 10 minutes, and after that, it was all downhill.
Yeah, it was all Barracuda from there.
Yeah. There's no other way to pair it. What the heck? To say it. Carrier played a heck of a game, goaltending-wise, for San Jose. Copley did about as much as he could.
It would have been his first shutout in the AHL had he didn't let up a goal. That must have hurt for him. He must have been mad. He must have been pissed.
Martin Chromiak's lurking in his sleep. Anyways, let's hop into game 3 the next day, Sunday. All right, Monarchs night. Champs in the house. Laverde, Biz, Mersch, Stuthers, Anaheim Ducks legend, Chris Height, Reign assistant coach.
Biz.
And the Ontario Reign have a first-place battle with the Calgary Wranglers. Let's do it! Hunter Brustavich, toe drag release. 1-0 Wranglers through the first period. In the second period, Hickett's lining up the fourth. Oh, Captain, my Captain! Top cheese, where Mama hides the cookie jar. His third of the year, the Ontario Reign leveled things at 1. No penalties for the first 2 minutes. And in the third period, Hudon tripping. Pinelli spearing, double minor. Andre Lee, delay of game. What the heck is going on? The Ontario Reign go 5-on-3 multiple times, kill all the penalties off. It's still 1-1. All right, Parker Bell tripping. Sam Morton holding. Jonathan Aspero tripping. Oh, nope, Reign don't score. We're going to overtime. In overtime, nothing happens. So here we go, shootout. Stromgren, saved by Copley. Godin, traditional, pulling it back, beating, Ignacio, whatever the heck his name is, by the blocker. Poirier rolls a puck off his stick, doesn't even get a shot away, and Jeff Malott wins it in overtime. And your first place Ontario Reign take down the Wranglers 2-1 in a shootout and win the week. Hoo-wee! Reign train's rolling, boys. The Reign are first in the division. They are at 49 games as well.
I mean, take a look at the division. I mean, first place Reign, that's just a sight to see, man.
That is an absolute beauty. Reign 31-15, 2-1. 31-15-3. 65 points. A point percentage of 663. Heck yeah, baby. You love to see it. That puts the Ontario Reign 4th in the American Hockey League behind the Hershey Bears, the Laval Rocket, and the Rochester Americans at 686. Laval and Hershey both at 670. The Ontario Reign at 663. Heck of a job by them. All right, let's get into the goals. Hunter Brustevich, first period, kind of just rolls one in. Toe drag release.
Toe drag release.
Putting
My favorite moving show.
Yeah, put Sean Element in a blender. 1-0 Calgary. Second period, Hickett's just whacks one home. Like 1T. This is a nice feed by Jeff Malott. Gets it by a defense. This is such a hard shot to do. Like in baseball, it's like somebody front tossing from behind you and you have to hit it. Like,
on targets. Like
yeah. That is an unreal shot by Joe Hickett's. His 3rd of the year. All right, nothing else happens. Let's get to the shootout.
I feel like that Hickett's goal is going to go over a lot of people's heads, and what I mean by that is that I feel like it's going to be underappreciated. Mm-hmm. I mean that's a sick goal, dude.
That was a
from behind
beauty of a goal. 100% agree. Shootout. I'm not even going to bother talking about Calgary. Glenn Gaudin, his usual signature move. Taylor Ward's got a signature move. Now Glenn Gaudin does. Swings in right circle, cuts it back, pulls it back, and beats whatever goalie it is by the blocker. And that happened. Then Jeff Malott does almost a carbon copy move, except he beats Ignatjew by the glove. I hope I'm saying that right. Ignatjew, whatever the heck it might be.
Igniting.
Oh, God. I don't know. Rain win. Rain win the week.
You just gotta ignite the line.
Let's not get copyrighted.
Oh, you're right, actually.
Anyways, Rain, 3rd period, however, we are going to break into this a little bit. Good job, penalty kill. Killing off multiple 5-on-3s. One for 30 seconds and one for a full 2 minutes because Andre Lee sent one over the glass. Delay game.
2 of 3 of those penalties are debatably not the fault of the Ontario Reign.
The refs were bugging out.
Yo, Hudon, the first penalty, was probably debatably the only one that should have been called. Tripping penalty, of course. Go to the box. Pinelli got one for spearing. That's crazy.
And this was a battle along the boards, and the puck wasn't moving, so Pinelli accidentally got someone. Hickett's in the postgame said it was a high stick, but it wasn't a high stick.
Well, he's just trying to digest the game a little bit.
Yeah, I know. You got to let it sit.
He also said he thought it was 4 penalties in a row, and it wasn't. It was 3.
Yep. Anyways,
Pinelli,
that's my captain.
Pinelli got one for spearing. That's crazy. We've seen way worse in hockey games, and for a game
Nothing
where
get called,
and for a game where the referees were swallowing their whistles for the first 2 periods. That was
all of a sudden
kind of a shock to see.
They spat out the whistle and started calling everything in the 3rd period.
It's almost like the commissioner, was he there? The AHL commissioner? I think he was. I'm not sure.
If he was, he basically.
But it's almost like he called them up and was like, "Yo, you guys need to start calling penalties," and then they just started calling them just rapid fire. And then the delay of game penalty,
like just penalties everywhere.
The delay of game penalty from Andre Lee. Flipped it up. You thought it went into the Calgary's bench.
Yeah.
I thought it went out of play from what I saw.
There was a bench reaction. That's why I thought it was.
Well, there you go. I mean, I wasn't completely sure. Schaffer on the broadcast was beside himself. Was like, how is that a delay of game? That puck went into the bench. Hickett's in the postgame was like, if it went over, if it went to the bench, I have no idea. It seemed like no one had a clue where it went. Mm-hmm. It was odd. But they kill all 3. And that was really impressive to see. That's going to win you games in the playoffs. But before I get too ahead of myself, they also got 3 penalties right after that, or 3 power play opportunities, and didn't score. One is in which they were on a 5-on-3. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Rain, I mean, you had plenty of chances to take the lead and win that game in regulation and draw yourself further from Calgary, but didn't happen. So, oh well.
Kopsky, another great game. I mean,
stinks sometimes.
All week, other than the game 1 of the Barracuda game where he gave up 4 goals, but
just
3
the
of those,
3rd period alone. Just the 3rd period. Can't even like put anything else on him there.
Copley's been a force
Yeah.
recently. I mean, he still continues to be a force.
He is an NHL goaltender. Like, there is no other way to put it. He reminds me very much of Chris Drieger last year with the Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Yeah.
And it's very nice that we're getting our own this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully Drieger's doing well at the Florida Panthers. I don't know what he's up to. Anyways, that covers the whole week. The Ontario Reign win the week and win that game in a shootout by the final of 2-1, move into first place in the division. And in points, I clicked away from it. Dang it. Hold on. You're going to get this. 1 second. One moment. Hold up. Wait a minute. The Ontario Reign are 4th in the American Hockey League in points. Same as the percentage. Okay. Anyways, let's go to the Wayne Weather Report, brought to you by Wayne Rain. You have the 100%. Who do you want?
I'm going to go with Charles Hudon.
Oh, okay.
What were his stats this week?
Yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Hudon.
4 assists in game
assists on Wednesday against San Jose. If we're gonna go the whole week,
6 assists.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assists. If you want to count Calgary. If you're just gonna count this episode, it's 6 assists. If you want to count the whole week,
Monday
it's 8.
game. I see.
Yeah. If you want to count Monday, 8 assists for Charles Hudon, a plus-minus, a +4. Kid on 10. Pass first kind of player, apparently. Which is kind of a rarity, truthfully.
Hudon's been probably
Dishing
a
pucks
top
everywhere.
3 player on the Reign over the last month.
And he's not number 3. And I
Or
don't think
maybe
he's
even
number
number
2
2.
either. I don't think he's number 2 either. Like, who would you put over Hudon in this sort of way?
I don't know if I would put him over Hudon, but Malad has played exceptionally well this month.
That's true.
Um,
Hudon's got enough assists this month to win
Copley.
himself Player of the Month.
Copley
Seriously.
has an argument to be number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The Ontario Reign are showing up. That's for certain.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Charles Hudon is continuing to have a heck of a week. And I'm shocked you didn't take him at 100%, but I'll take Phoenix Copley happily at the 50.
Yeah.
Just for the people at home, Phoenix Copley, 16-8-0-2. 16-8-2 in AHL terms. 241 goals against, 908 save percentage this year. And I mean, realistically, take away the third period of Wednesday's game against San Jose, and he is undoubtedly the number 1 star of the week. He's undoubtedly the 100%. He's had a heck of a year.
Very much so.
In every way possible.
Phoenix Copley, I would have never expected him to be better than Eric Portillo in any facet of
Well, he is.
anything as far as goaltenders go this season. And it's a blessing in disguise that Portillo goes down and Copley becomes the starting goaltender for right now because he's deserved it. I mean, hurting your knee in practice, getting an ACL reconstruction. I mean, that's not easy, man. And you're the backup goaltender. You watched David Riddick come up, who you were better than, because Riddick was the starting goaltender for the Ontario Reign.
Last year, for the people that remember.
Last year, up until December 15th, when Copley hurt himself, Riddick comes up, and Riddick, I mean, had a career year in
Quote,
the
unquote,
NHL.
yeah.
And so him sitting on the sideline watching that must have hurt him.
Yeah, him and Cam Talbot had a heck of a year last year.
Yeah, that was some goalie.
And now this year, him and Kemper are having a heck of a year.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's gotta hurt Copley. Copley doesn't even. Heck, Eric Portillo has more time in the NHL this year than Copley does.
Copley,
which is a crazy thought.
He deserves to be in the NHL for a lot of different organizations.
There's a lot.
Unfortunately, he's the odd man out. Kemper's playing well.
Riddick's playing great. Need a save and a
Kemper
pinch.
was traded for Pierre-Luc Dubois. He's playing well in Washington. So it was kind of like a win-win for all parties except for the party of Phoenix Copley.
Yeah.
That's
the only issue. And it left Copley, the odd man out. I thought, I remember talking to you about this in October when that trade went down. We were like, dude, who's going to be that other goaltender? Is it going to be Portillo Ingham? Is it going to be Portillo McKay? And we're thinking like, oh, wait, now
Copley's
LA's
part of the
got
process, yeah.
and now LA's got 3 goaltenders. And I'm like, ooh, do we see Riddick again? Do we see Kemper again? And we ended up with Phoenix Copley, who I did not expect whatsoever. And
I expected when they re-signed Copley, I expected Copley to be in Ontario
all year.
Did I expect for him to be here all year? I don't know. I really don't. I think Copley's better than that. It was a weird situation. I wrote it in my article how when they re-signed him, the plan was to clearly have him in Ontario to at least rehab.
Absolutely.
And he got to a slow start. Didn't play well. Didn't play great. But now, I mean, he is probably one of the better goaltenders stat-wise. I mean, let's go to goaltending stats real quick as far as where Copley stands.
We're going to come back to Phoenix Copley. The 0% is Riley Walsh.
Yeah, Riley Walsh. I mean,
yeah. I try to be nice on this podcast, but I'm so close to renaming 0% the Riley Walsh Award. Like,
wow.
Brother,
I did not say that.
He has not been good this year. Like, in the nicest way possible.
I mean, he does. I deleted his stats by accident. I'm so dumb.
That's besides the point.
He has a -6 rating on the year, 20 assists.
So, okay.
I mean, that's not bad. 20 assists.
Yeah, 20 assists. Okay, cool. You're getting assists. Like, nice. I mean, how many primary assists does he have? Let's go into that after.
You can give a rat's.
Yeah, I couldn't care. -6 out of a defenseman for a team that is 31, 15, and 3.
Yeah.
-6 for a team that is winning 2 out of 3 games.
That's what
do the math.
That's what they knew they were
up.
getting though when they signed Riley Walsh. Riley Walsh last year with the Providence Bruins, 60 games played, 9 goals, 19 assists, 28 points,
and a -17.
-17. So you kind of know what you're getting with Riley Walsh. When they brought him over, they knew what his role was going to be, and that's power play 1. He's the trailer. He's quick. He's fast.
Kind of.
But he makes too many mistakes.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
Like, you can be quick and all, but you can also be erratic, and that's kind of
even in overtime, he got beat.
Yeah, which is shocking.
On one play, and the shooter, whoever had it, I forgot who it was, lost control of the puck.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, like, I'm gonna nitpick this one. Like, Riley Walsh did not have a good week. I could also, for a specific play, give it to Atu Yamson for turning the puck over.
That was pretty bad.
That was bad.
That was so bad.
That's
Kyle,
the 0% play of the week.
That was so bad. Kyle turned to me and was like, "Did he pass that behind his back and just didn't know he was passing it?" And I checked the replay on Flow Sports, and I was like,
No, he was looking.
"No, he was looking. I just don't know who he was looking at." But
He's looking at Casper the Friendly Ghost.
yeah,
God almighty.
yo, I mean, the Reign are in first place by 1 point. They just played a game versus the Calgary Wranglers. And now they have to go next week to Colorado, a place that's very tough to play, if you do not know. And they have to play 2 more pretty much playoff games and first place games against the Eagles.
Yeah. The Reign need to walk out with the minimum 2 points.
We've had a couple examples of this throughout the year, but this is another one, probably the last example we're going to see. We're really going to see where the Reign stand. Because they have not struggled against any team. They beat the Wranglers in the season series. Beat them. I think it was like 5-1.
Exclamation point on that.
They beat them.
They manhandled them.
The Eagles are the only team that they have struggled against. So we'll see what happens on Friday and Saturday.
Unless you're the Iowa Wild in the first time they played them, losing 5-0. What a joke.
Yeah, but the Wild aren't a threat. The Eagles are a threat. That's their worst matchup. Like if they come across them in the playoffs in like the Pacific Division Finals,
that's like the only time. Yeah, that's the only time we're looking like. Here comes my Chris Collinsworth. I don't know, Jim.
I don't know. Them, and the Firebirds, because the Firebirds have been there, done that before, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles are their worst matchup.
100%.
I mean, they're big, they're fast.
They have TJ Tynan on their team,
They're
who
physical.
has the full scouting report on the Ontario Reign.
That's another thing. TJ
Head
Tynan.
to toe.
The Eagles are a team where it's like okay,
It's a
Doughty
thorn in the Reign side.
Doughty should be in the lineup, but then it's like the Eagles are too good for Doughty to be in the lineup.
Yeah.
You can say the same thing about Calgary, but Doughty, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
There are decisions that need to be made for that game.
Yeah.
For those sets of games against Calgary, against Coachella Valley, because we're going to see them again, against Colorado, against San Jose. Like, we're starting to see where the Pacific Division all lines up. Now that everything is caught up, like, pretty close. Reign stuff, like 2-3 games in hand on other teams. Like, just got to make it happen. No other way to put it.
Yeah, so the standings as of right now sit like this. The Ontario Reign, 49 games played, 31-15, 2-1, 65 points. They sit atop of the division alone for the first time this season.
Hold on. Let me just remind you this. The last time the Ontario Reign won a division was when Vincent Laverde was the captain, and it was their first season in Ontario in 2015-2016 when they put up, I think it was 93 points.
And Sunday night, guess who's in the building?
Vincent Laverde.
And the Manchester Monarchs.
And guess who got a picture of Vincent Laverde? Me.
And
picture. No, I'm kidding.
And also, I mean, this was the biggest game of the year for the Reign. First, I mean, it doesn't get much bigger. Regular season games do not get much bigger than the game they played Sunday night against the Wranglers. A game where both teams are tied at 63 points. They've been going at it all year. Mm-hmm. And whoever wins the game is going to sit alone in first place.
Yeah. Stop the count. End the season now. End it now. No.
And the Reign go through adversity. They play playoff hockey. The rest were swallowing their whistles.
Just letting the kids play.
They play good 5-on-5. They go into overtime. They go into a shootout. They grind out a win. They work hard for it. And that's what you're going to have to do in playoff hockey. That's what they did in the playoffs last season. And they got to the Pacific Division Finals. So
yeah,
things are looking up for the Ontario Reign.
No other way to put it.
Yeah.
So going down the rest of the division, Calgary and Coachella Valley both at 64 points are tied for second. Yeah, tied for second. Colorado is in fourth with 63 points. The Ontario Reign will have 2 games against them. They're both at 49 games, which is kind of a rarity because the Ontario Reign usually are trailing the other teams in the division in terms of games. After that, we've got Abbotsford at 57 points, San Jose at 57 points, Tucson rounding out the playoff picture at 52 points. The Bakersfield Condors in 8th place at 49 points. The Ontario Reign are going to see them very soon. I already know that. And then I love how I was saying that San Diego and Henderson were kind of playing for a participation trophy. Not really. They're not like completely out of it. Like, however, Henderson trading Grigori Denisenko is going to hurt them badly.
No, that's a good point, actually. No, they're out of it because they have the most games in the division tied with Coachella Valley. They are 52 games, 44 points, the lowest in the division.
Yeah.
I can see San Diego putting up a fight if they continue playing good. They're 6-0-0 in the last 6. Is that right? And then they're 7-2-1-0 in the last 10. So they're playing great hockey right now. You don't want to see the goals anytime soon because they are hot.
I mean, yeah, the Goals and the Reign have the exact same record over the past
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't want to see the goals right now.
Calgary is 2-3-5. Coachella is 8-2. Coachella is the best team then. And then Colorado is 6-2-2. Abbotsford's 5-4-1. San Jose's 3-6-1. Tucson's 5-3-2. And then Bakersfield is 3-4-3. So, in short, who's hot? Reign, Goals, Coachella Valley. Who's not hot? Calgary, San Jose,
Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Even Henderson's playing good.
Henderson's 7-3 in their last 10.
So there's 2 races to really look at in this division. You have 4 teams: Ontario, Calgary, Coachella Valley, Colorado.
Yes.
All battling for the first place spot, the bye, which is huge in the AHL playoffs. You want that bye.
Well, of course.
You do not want to play a 3-game series in any sport. That's just kind of a crapshoot, if you will.
I, however, would love to see the Reign get a 2 seed too.
No.
Of course.
No.
Flashback to episode 2. If there's any year the Ontario Reign win the division, it's this year. However, I'm not mad at a 2 seed. You want the 1 seed, and you're going to be disappointed if you don't get the 1 seed. The Reign want that bye. I know they do. However,
Two seed and more playoff games.
A 2 seed gives them games to get going, and they're not going to see the 1 seed after that series.
Yeah, you saw Coachella Valley get the bye last year, and they lost game 1 against Calgary and almost lost game 2. So,
Yes.
yeah, that is a good point. So you're looking at that race on top: Ontario, Calgary, Coachella Valley, Colorado.
Yep.
For first place. Then Abbotsford, San Jose are sitting in the middle. They're probably not gonna make. They're not gonna fall out, or they're not gonna make a push for first place. I don't think.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at really Tucson, Bakersfield, San Diego.
Right now. Yeah.
San Diego. That's weird to say.
San Diego's in the race, folks.
Who's gonna make that 7th seed? And Tucson.
We'll soon find out.
Tucson and Bakersfield are really close. Tucson is starting to pull away just a little bit, but they have 2 more games played than Bakersfield. And then San Diego really is peeking through a door. The door is not wide open, but
It's cracked.
In the words of
It's
Kobe
cracked.
Cotton in the mini golf battle,
It's cracked.
the door's cracked. So
Door's cracked. Yeah. I knew you got the Dude Perfect reference the minute
There
I
you go.
said that. Yeah, San Diego's peaking. They're peaking through. Oscar Dansk, however, right now is with the Anaheim Ducks. John Gibson's gone down with an upper body injury, so we'll see where that kind of stands. Kelly Kling's there, so I wouldn't, if I were a Goals fan, I wouldn't be particularly worried. I'm a Reign fan, by the way. I just happen to have my life twisted. That wraps up episode 22 of the Make It Rain podcast. We thank you guys very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us over on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X at Make It Rain Pod. Have a great week. We will see you next Monday after the Colorado series.
thank you, Bell Media.
This is a Mehls Media production.